everyone, and welcome back to the Ace Attorney, Apollo Justice Ace Attorney Trilogy. In the last episode, we carried on with Ace Attorney Dual Destinies, and we continued on with the special episode, the DLC, of what originally DLC episode, Turnabout Reclaimed. We started the trial, and so we're just gonna jump straight into it. I'm sorry, but could someone explain exactly what happened a year ago? Because we were talking about what happened a year ago. If you must know, a very similar incident occurred only last year, in which, well, the defendant had murdered her trainer. What? The murder orca murdered her trainer, you say? What? Is this really true? This is not looking good for us. It's all in this book. That book, the Killer Whale. That's Mr. Bloom's latest work. I was just thinking of picking that up, actually. Hello there. Welcome to court. How are you doing today? Oh. Last year, the defendant killed her. What? This incident is really an incident? Yeah. Last year, the defendant killed her trainer in the middle of a show. The orca headbutted and bit the victim. Same thing she's accused of in this case. That orca killed two people, they're thinking as bad as guilty, I say, I never want to go to the beach again. No, everyone's even more convinced that Orla did it. We were doing it so well. Hello, I'm Spy. No, that's Mr. Krabs. I don't know why I went Mr. Krabs there from SpongeBob. I don't really play Team Fortress 2. I just watch all the really weird videos and stuff. And TikToks. Now everyone in the room has a bad impression of Orla. I don't want to think she did it. It's hard to keep on believing in somebody who can't even tell me her side. Phoenix, Athena, you gotta believe in Orla. There's no way she got anybody. You gotta save her, please. I'm begging you. Sasha. Oh, what am I doing down to my client like this? This is the time to be strong. I believe in Orca, and I'm ready to fight for her clients. I'll take anybody in this courtroom on if I have to. Don't worry, Sasha. We won't give up on Orla. We'll defend her to the very end. Thank you. Thank you, both of you. We are all as lawyers. Who else but us can save her? We can't give up on her now. For an instant there, you were afraid of the orca, weren't you, right, Dono? When you saw the photograph of the victim from a year ago, you turned paler than me. You saw right through me. It's obvious you have neither the guts nor the determination to defend the orca. It does. We need a wet floor sign. We don't want people slipping everywhere, do we? It's true that Orla can't speak and I don't know her thoughts, but there's a certain someone who believes in Orla with all her heart. I respect the trust she has in Orla, so I'm willing to believe in Orla too. And what do you know about orcas? Nothing, that's what. As I just turn around, there we go. So, allow me to fill you in with this paperwork. I'm sorry, Phoenix, you still have to fill in the paperwork. I need your money. Do you have any idea why orcas are also called killer whales? Because they are cunning and merciless predators that hunt and kill even true whales. So killer whales really are killers? Oh, what terrifying creatures indeed. I can't bear to hear any more of this such rubbish as trusting a killer. Can you your boldness? No matter what you say, I will continue to believe. I don't give up that easily, you know. dullard. You don't know when to give up, do you? Very well. I shall give you a chance to prove just how determined you are. Witness, spare no quarter, and lay the full truth on them. Oh, but of course, that is what I do after all. Prosecutor Blackwood, what do you have the witness testify about? I shall have her testify about what she saw and what she heard. What she heard? Very well, Mr. Plume. Please tell the court what you saw and what you heard. I'm intrigued. The Kilauea's behavior was exactly the same as a year ago. The principle the Kilauea's did it.
It's still long.
Go away, fly, stupid fly. The Kilauea suddenly started singing. It was calm when I saw it. I was calm when I saw it start to headbutt. But when the pirate hat and everything came floating up, I let out a scream. So it displayed the same behavior as during an incident a year ago.
WTF she's saying?
I was gonna say, there's... No. That's right, those were just simple cries, it was singing. As I approached the pool, the Kilauea suddenly started singing. It got headbutting while it sang was such this particular song. That's right, it was singing the same song it sang in the choir on stage back then. It was singing while it was headbutting. Oh, it was perfectly horrible. I don't see a single obvious inconsistency in this testimony. It's clear I won't be able to take apart her statements with evidence alone. Mr. Wright, now would be a good time for me to put my skills to work. It's time to show what analytical psychology can really do. Oh, is there a little bit of inconsistency in her heart? You seem pretty confident. Let me guess. You noticed a contradiction between her testimony and her emotions. You bet I did. And once we expose it, we might just be able to crack her. No, scratch that. Mika will definitely be able to. Then let's give your knowledge for analytical psychology a try. You got it, boss. A complete analysis of Mr. Bloom's heart coming right up.
She a Karen the crazy one.
I was gonna say... she's a little bit of an interesting character, I'll give her that. The Kilauea's behaviour exactly the same as a year ago. As I approached the pool, the Kilauea suddenly started singing. So you're surprised by that? It was calm when I saw it. I was calm when I saw it start to headbutt. Why are you upset then? Mr. Bloom already frightened you with her headbutting, didn't she? Don't be upset. I said he was not frightened by the likes of any killer whale. Must have been something else that scared her then, boss. However, I do remember being very afraid for some reason while I was doing that. Sounds like maybe you saw something we haven't discussed yet. Take your time and try to remember what it was. What did you say? This is practically turning into a counseling session at this point. This isn't even analytical psychology anymore. Look, fine, whatever. Hey, so something? Oh, I remember now. Halfway, okay, good. Now, if you could please tell the court what you saw. I saw, I saw, I saw bright red blood. The killer whale's ramming caused the victim to bleed. It was a great cloud of blood. What? Yes, that's it. That's why I was so sure. That's when I knew that killer whale had killed a person for a second time. Well, that was a very compelling statement indeed. Listen again, there does appear to be something that could be a cloud of blood. So a terror reaction was a reaction to blood, was it? That would certainly explain what happened yesterday. Please take a look at this bloodstained blood. Eek! This is the ones. What kind of man should lead blood? She doesn't have to get so worked up. I was badly injured during an interview once. Ever since then, I've been terrified of blood. The very sight of it dreadfully upsets my delicate sensibilities. This is a bad turn. If Mr. Plume saw blood, does that mean all already did attack the victim? It would appear that orcas are even more vicious than I am. So, how does it feel to be thoroughly rammed by your own cross-examination? Right, Dono. What do we do now, boss? Just what I expected to hear. I was kind of expecting something more la 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 la. But, you know, that's just me, you know? Wait a minute, there's still some discord left in Mr. Plume's heart. What? You mean there's more? Yeah, but there's no telling what it is. It'd be something even more damaging. Is there anything left of our case to do damage? Well, whatever it is, we have to face it head on. Athena, you believe in all, right? If so, there's no reason for us to shy away from the truth. Yeah, you're right. I know we can handle the truth. Whatever it is. So, let's delve a little deeper. Hang on a second, sorry. You're also frozen for me. Okay, hang on. Okay, yeah. Okay, right. Something's happened. Sorry. You got it, boss. A, I'm live streaming. B, I've turned you down because I'm live streaming. So I thought that's why I was like, that's why I took my headphone off, because I was like, I thought I heard my name, but because you were frozen, I was like, maybe I didn't. I know she does. I know she did. Fair. Yeah. It is currently 1 o'clock.
What just happened?
Sorry, my girlfriend's on FaceTime and she's just woken up. Yeah, fuck you too. May I continue, if that's okay? I'm going to continue now, if that's okay. So, okay, you can rest for a little bit longer. The killer's behavior is exactly the same as a year ago as they approached the pool. The killer suddenly started singing. Info update. After it started happening, I saw that awful blood that it was terrified. But when the pirate hat victim came floating up, I let out a scream. I don't know what to do here. You're either more surprised or you're less upset. I'm gonna say you're less upset. You are less upset. Would you like me to mute myself so you're not confused? Okay. Huh. Her fear appears to lessen here at this statement. Mr. Blaine, weren't you afraid when you saw the victim with blood coming out of him? That's a very good question. I was shaken after witnessing a murder, yes, but then the blood seemed to disappear. Disappear? And why do you suppose that was? Simple, it was because of the pirate. Now, I have this theory. Red stash with the flooding reds. I wonder if it was just red ink. It's the only thing I can think of. Because I did think red, but the only thing that he's really got is this little thing on his head. I don't know. After the killer opened the hatch and the cloud of blood disappeared. And how exactly does that work? How should I know? I'm just telling you what I remember, boy. Wait a minute. From whom was this blood that Mr. Plume saw actually coming from? It was Blackwell. I don't know.
The fishman is hurt.
Either it's rifle or it's aura/Orla. I don't want to say it was rifle. I'm going to say it was Orla herself. Consider this. Maybe the one who was bleeding wasn't the victim. I beg your pardon? What kind of ridiculous nonsense is that? There was no one else in the pool besides the victim. Well, I wouldn't say there was no one else. It is an orca pool, after all. What? Then where is this alleged injury on the defendant? I'm not sure. But if we simply wearing the pirate hat made the blood disappear, then the blood must have been coming from somewhere on the Orla's head. The orca's head? What are you prattling on about? Okay, dokie. Okie dokie. Please think about it again, Mr. Plume. Think back to what you really saw. That is, the one who was bleeding was not the victim, but the killer here? I remember now. There wasn't any blood coming from the victim after all. Bye-bye! We did it! Analytical psychology got us what we needed from her. That was a huge help, Athena. It was also pretty dicey for a while, though. Well, this is a surprise. What the witness saw was the defendants, not the victims. That is correct. And since there was no blood coming from the victim, there's only one thing we can conclude. That what Mr. Plume witnessed was not the moment of the murder as she claims.
Objection!
Objection! I thought you were unarmed, but it turns out you were concealing a sword all along. Nevertheless, it is far too dull to cut to the bone. Meaning?
This case had 2 parts and 2 defendants.
What do you mean 2 defendants? What? No! I don't want another defendant! I grant that what the witness saw was not the victim's blood, but it proves nothing. After all, being rammed doesn't always result in a wound that bleeds, does it? Death from internal hemorrhaging is also a possibility. Oh, he has a point there. If you wish to challenge me to a duel, you'll need a sharper blade than that, right, Dono? I demand evidence that proves the witness did not see the moment of the murder. There must be something. Think, Phoenix, think! If I'm correct, then the victim's death occurred. The victim was already dead when Ola started her headbutting, and that would mean he died sometime before Mr. Plume was watching her. The events Mr. Plume witnessed took place around 10:10. I must have something that can tell us about what happened before 10:10 a.m. Maybe? No. I was unsure. I tried it. I lost it. It's fine. Yes. Okay. Ouch. Yes, we can be. The events Mr. Plume witnessed took place around 10:10 a.m. The security footage? I've only seen the footage from 10:09 to 10:10 a.m., which means there's still footage going further back that we need to check. Your Honor, I request that all of the security footage be played for the court. All of the footage? Dear me. Mr. Plume witnessed the cloud of blood at around 10:10 a.m., but I believe the victim was already dead by that time. So your assertion is that the murder took place before Mr. Plume arrived? Exactly. The security camera footage starts at 10 a.m. when the aquarium opened, and I believe there is vital evidence in the 10 minutes before. You are quite the gambling man, right, Dono? Are you honestly willing to risk everything on those mere 10 minutes? I've been on slimmer chances before, but when he puts it that way... My boss is no coward, Prosecutor Blackwell, so I suggest you get ready to eat humble pie. Oh, I can't back down now. Well, if the defense is that confident in its importance, Prosecutor Blackwell, security footage. Fulbright. Roger, I have the rest of the security footage right here. Very well. Please play it for the court. Well, that's not good. Please have something for me. I hope to God we got something. This one looked like 10:10 a.m. The witness can be seen here. Alright, I'll just bear the footage up to the beginning now. 10:09. 10:09. 10-6. Me spy? I ain't a spy. I can play I Spy, if that matters. Oh, you are also talking about Fulbright. Fulbright, the spy that was. The Phantom. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Da-da-da-da. Where's Mr. Puma? Hasn't arrived yet at this point. Now let's see if I can find something from before this point in time. 10-3. 10 o'clock. Well, Tarka's just having a nice little scratch there. Is that it? Yep, that's all the footage there is. Well, Mr. Wright. Sorry, that is all the footage there is. I'm sorry. Shit, I've given myself away already. Well, there was no point in that last case no more. Yep, you got me. I'm the Phantom. Ah, well, you got me. Imagine if that happened. Imagine if I was going to call him Fulbright instead of the Phantom, but imagine if Fulbright accidentally just gave away he said something in the wrong emotion, and I just completely gave him away in like case 2 or something. Like, well, shit, you got me. Yeah, I'm the Phantom. Oh, it's like, well, shit, okay. Well, Mr. Wright, that is what we're looking for. We got nothing. Well, right, Dono. Those are 10 minutes you placed your bet on. Did you see anything of significance? Did I see anything important? I better think about this carefully. In the footage, we see something important.
When the captain jump in.
Feck. Feck. I'm trying to think of something, anything. Hasn't got a hat on. Ah, shit, okay. Different things are important to different people. Importance is a subjective thing. Yes. I didn't to assign a penalty for such a subjective thing.
Nothing important.
Wait a minute. What is something that should be in the footage isn't there? Please wait, Your Honor. In the footage we see, okay, nothing important because there's nothing there to be there. We can see nothing of importance in that footage. Just as I thought. You're right about that. That section was completely meaningless. It doesn't show a thing. That's why I didn't submit it as evidence. No, it's just the opposite, actually. Huh? What do you mean by that? In this 10 minutes of footage, something important that should be there isn't there. And Fulbright, this footage should have been submitted as evidence. Pardon me. What? You question the way I carry out my duty to justice? And of the people I work for is the Phantom? Mr. Wright, explain yourself, please. What is this important thing that you say should be in footage, but isn't? The hat. But how the hell do I explain the hat? I don't know how I'm going to explain the hat.
Take that!
And what is the problem you perceive if that particular object isn't in the footage? I'd rather like to suggest you attitude. Yeah. Is that what it is? Is it the captain? Why? Why should we see? Why should we see the captain? That makes no sense. I don't know about you, but I didn't see him get in the pool in that footage because there's no reason for him to be in the pool. Is there? Oh. I'm... Because we're... That doesn't really make any sense. But okay, let's go with it for now. Ah, that's right. If the victim is not shown entering the pool in this footage, it means that he must have been there by the skull rock during those 10 minutes. But no human being can hold their breath underwater for that long. Wait a minute. Are you saying... When the security camera started up at 10 AM, the victim was already dead? What? Order the court. If that's the case, then when was the victim murdered?
The captain not jumped down there. It just appeared at 10:09.
But that's the thing, right? And this is the thing I don't get with the Ace Attorney games, right? Hear me out. In the Ace Attorney games, all footage are just pictures. So for all we know, in the 1 minute from 10:09 to 10:10, the captain could have got in at any point during that minute. We don't know. Therefore, this footage can no longer be called decisive evidence against my client. That's just my argument, but it's, yeah. Ace Attorney's always been a bit on that. Like, the only time you actually get proper security footage is the Phoenix Flames one. Yeah, true. But there is no one else who could have killed the victim. Not necessarily. The defense believes that the true culprit may have been human. And we have evidence to back up our theory as well. Do you now? I would be very interested in seeing this evidence. Do we now? The defense's trump card, the thing we found during our investigation yesterday. I wouldn't go so far as to call it decisive, but now's the time to play it. Very well, Mr. Wright. Please submit your evidence. What evidence shows that the crime may well have been committed by a human.
Take that!
And that substantiates your claim how? Come on! How is it not that?
Gold coin.
Oh, right, yeah, the gold coin. Shit. But we showed it to Fulbright. Okay. Guilty.
Rick Walker.
Yeah, all that died retried from the scene. I was going to say, no, Orla died. Ah, well, let's move on. Fish and chips for us. What's this? A coin? Yes, a fake coin used in the Aquarium's pirate show. We found it beside the pool. This coin is quite possibly the real murder weapon. This tiny little coin is a murder weapon? Mr. Wright, this is another one of your bluffs. As they say, the bolder the presentation, the less confident the solicitor. This is no bluff, and this isn't the only coin. There are 300 of these coins in all, weighing a total of about 7 pounds. This one just happens to have blood on it. Did you have the blood analysed to see whose it is? Not yet. But there were coins scattered all around the body and the victim had a head wound. Taking these things into account, I believe it has to be the victim's blood. So, to put it together, we have about 7 pounds of coins by the side of this pool, one of them with a blood stain on it. I think the answer is pretty clear here. Your Honour? The defence proposes that the victim was killed beside the pool. The side of the pool? But if the murder took place there, it would be difficult to say the organ did it. I realize you were trying to defend your client, but that theory is preposterous. How could 300 coins possibly be made to hit someone all at once? It'd be pretty easy if they were in a bag or something of that nature. So where is this bag of coins were in? Unfortunately, Your Honour, we recovered nothing of the sort from the scene. It's possible the culprit took it with them. They took it? The true culprit used the coins as a blunt instrument to commit murder. And then they threw the body into the pool before the security cameras started up. And then they left. Taking the bag, the coins ran with them. They got rid of the evidence that points to a human culprit to pin the blame on Orla. That's brilliant, Mr. Wright. You found a way to introduce the possibility of a human perpetrator. Yeah, somehow. Let's just hope my luck holds out. I wonder why Prosecutor Blackwell hasn't said anything. Possibility of a perpetrator, the defendant, has now been suggested. But if we hold this possibility to be true, then what did Mr. Bloom witness? That's right. I saw the killer whale attack the victim. She like did a year ago, singing a song. But here's the thing. Is water wet? That's the question we need to ask ourselves. Because water makes other things wet, but is water itself wet? That's the question we need to ask ourselves. Yes, there is still that. Even with somebody else as the culprit, all his behaviour still seems pretty bizarre. I wonder why she's doing the same things she did a year ago. But is it really that bizarre? What do you mean? Well, to explain the inexplicable, all we have to do is turn our thinking around. Huh? Well, sounds good to me. Time to give the old turn my thinking around method a try. Whoa, you've just blown my mind! Wait, what? Nothing is wet? Interesting. Is the ocean soup? Interesting thought. Instead of trying to figure out why Orla did the same thing she did a year ago, we should consider results that were produced by her behaviour this time around. Orla sang a song, did some headbutts, and bit the victim. If the real culprit wanted to shift the suspicion onto Orla, then I would have needed to give people a reason to think Orla did it in the first place. Mr. Wright, as a lawyer, how to explain your client's actions? If we should think of it in this way, Your Honour, what kind of effect did Orla's actions have on this case? Very well, then why don't you explain for the court? How did the defendant's actions affect the case? They created a witness. Mr. Bloom focused her attention on the orca pool because she heard the song. The orca's actors singing a song created a witness. Created a witness? Isn't it possible that fabricating a witness was the real true culprit's true intention?
Cooking soup, the fire underneath is not hot enough to cook the soup.
But there are cold soups. Gazpacho. I rest my case. I mean, I don't know what cold soup tastes like, but because that is gazpacho, isn't it? Cold soup. I hope I'm thinking of the right thing. After all, Mr. Bloom witnessed two things. She saw Orla headbutt something over and over, and she saw the orca bite the victim. And those two actions of Orla's might have been the real culprit's plot to make the witness think the orca was attacking the victim.
Are you saying the event was being manipulated by the true perpetrator?
Exactly. And that would explain Orla's actions perfectly.
But the defendant is an orca. Is it even possible to manipulate her?
Is water avocado fruit or vegetable?
I don't know. I don't like avocado.
Take that!
I know, strange for my generation, considering I'm like Gen Z and all that. But I don't like avocado. I like guac on the occasion, like guacamole on the occasion, but like avocado itself, nah.
Is this whistle?
Yes, Your Honor. Trainers at the aquarium use whistle. Never tried avocado juice. I will admit that. I've never tried avocado juice. I will admit that. But in truth, anyone can do it, provided they know the right signals.
Ah, that must be how they get all that to do tricks for their porridge shows.
And the true culprit hid the body in a spot that couldn't be seen from the visitor's corridor. Then when Mr. Plume appeared, they gave all the commands. In other words, Orla was manipulated by the culprit to perform a series of tricks. What?
West type of avocado not suitable for juice.
God damn it, man. And as for you, Mr. Plume, you were manipulated by the true culprit to play the part of the witness. Hey, no, Mr. Plume was set up? Hey, no, Mr. Plume, writer extraordinaire. I don't like this was used. I don't like this. Where's this going? No. I did not want to see that.
Mr. Bloom, please do something about your attire.
That was one motor malfunction I did not want to see.
It would appear we need to shift our suspicion towards someone other than Orla. Prosecutor Blackwell, please have the bloodstained coin analyzed.
You waste your breath. I guess even Prosecutor Blackwell can't refute the possibility of a human suspect. You did it, boss.
Avocado is really creamy and has a nice fragrance.
Damn. Bring me some Indonesia avocado then. Let me try that.
Zero test.
Oh. Fair, I guess. If the crime happened beside the pool, there's no way an orca could have done it. Now, if only we could find the bag the coins were in.
In light of a new discovery, it would appear that the orca couldn't have done it.
Exactly, Your Honor. If the blood on the coin proves that of the victim, we can unequivocally overturn Orla's accusation. Ah, for fuck's sake. Ah, for fuck's sake. Overturn the defendant's accusation? I think not. My hair! My beautiful hair! Yesterday, a new inmate was brought into the prison. He said the moment you relax is when you're most vulnerable.
What does a man go in for?
He's merely a sneaky thief who enjoys a spot of fishing now and again. But right dono here would be easier to hook. But right dono here would be easier to hook than any fish. That hawk does sure does love the judge's head.
What's this? In a coin from before in some sort of bag?
Bag? We're in. I believe you were looking for this. How did you get that? I never said we didn't find it at the crime scene. The bag had blood on it, so naturally I had it sent to the crime lab.
Blank canvas. that can really make a good drink with it.
Fair. Yeah, that does make sense, to be fair. To be fair, I am getting more into my smoothies and stuff, so worth a try. And does the blood belong to the victim? It does indeed, as does the blood on the coin. I knew it! So the blood on the coin did belong to the victim. The bag was open and the coins had all spilled out, but the bag alone wasn't proof enough to say that it was used as a murder weapon. However, thanks to the offense in that coin, I am more than satisfied that it was.
Prosecutor Blackwell, you can see that the true culprit committed the murder with the bag of coins.
Hope that not avocado that used for salad.
I mean, true. That is true. As you can see, the victim was put into the pool after his death. However, even with the bag, it doesn't change the fact it was the orca that killed the victim. What? How can you still suspect Orla? You said the true culprit manipulated Orla's behavior, but Orla isn't the kind of orca that would let someone control her. If anything, Orla used the victim's behavior against him to murder him.
But are you arguing that the orca manipulated a human being?
To prove it, I have summoned another witness. Marlon Rhymes. Take the stand. Marlon Rhymes is a witness? I don't like this. Hey, yo, bro. I just got this bland look on my face. I don't know what's going on. I'm just wide-eyed like I just took heroin. I don't know what's going on. God damn, dude. Just stop there. Say your name. I told you I didn't want to be a witness. I thought one witness would be quite enough to prove the defendant's guilt, but apparently right donor won't be satisfied until every stone is turned. Well, son of a bitch, alright, fine. I gotta talk, then let's get this over with. Well, he raps. That's something enough of itself. Miss Rhymes doesn't seem like a willing witness. I wonder what Prosecutor Blackwell is going to have him testify about.
So could we have your name and occupation for the record, witness?
Ahoy! Yo, 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 ho! Baby, the law, time to testify. Chill with my crew with the ship shake, orcas, penguins, and the seascape cleaning and feeding. There ain't no end, but damn right it kids tours I shall transcend. No, but new animal keep from the house of rhymes. I'm the master keeper, Marlon with the rhymes. Yo, I don't know how to rap to that beat because the beat is too slow for the actual talking.
Oh my, I'm afraid I couldn't understand a word of what you said. Is that flip-flop music people, young people like nowadays like? See, I'm a bit of an old buffoon, so
close you are. So close and yet so far.
Please proceed with your testimony, witness.
Without the flip-flop. Okay, fine. But I don't want to do this, I tell you. I feel like I'm selling Sasha out.
Question, there no gonna be new character appearance, so who is the killer?
There is this Dr. Crab guy that I've heard about. As far as I'm aware, I don't think I've met him yet. That Miss Duplume spoke about. But yes. About 10 a.m. I was in the staff room. I heard a loud noise from the pool room, so I went to the door to look in. I couldn't see the captain or the orca, but I saw a bunch of coins scattered around. The orca knows in a certain spot people stand to play volleyball with her. I think maybe she knocked down the stuff that was piled up there and hit the captain. So that gives us a little more info about the area around the orca pool. The vendor made the stuff fall down. Overturned crates and assorted props were scattered all over the pool room floor. There is no doubt that it was the orca that caused the mess.
But could you have really done that?
I was gonna say,
Could you have really done that from within the pool?
as I said, the orca is the only one that could have performed such a feat. The pool and its room were tidied the night before, including its various odds and ends. But when our rhyming Marlin took a look-see, over 400 pounds of props had fallen. To move it all in one go, would challenge even the brawny prisoner in the cell next to mine. What is he? The jail gossip? So, how did 400 pounds of items fall all at once? I'll tell you how. The orca pulled out the cloth that was underneath them. Oh wait, it would be all but impossible for a human to move. It was child's play to an orca. During a friendly game of volleyball, the defendant made the crates fall, and the bag of coins that was among the items fell on the victim's head and killed him. The orca then toyed with the victim's body underwater, which is what Misty Plume saw. But the witness only said he heard a loud noise. It doesn't automatically make it the sound of orca making the items fall. Also, why did you only look in on the pool room anyway, Mr. Rhymes? That orca sometimes makes a loud noise to summon her trainer. But I'm still newbie, so I don't have a security card to get into pool room yet. So even if she tries to summon somebody, there isn't much I can do about it.
I see. So the witness couldn't enter the crime scene.
Objection!
If Mr. Rhymes couldn't enter the room, there's at least one thing he can't be sure about. His statement the orca was playing volleyball is pure speculation. Whether the orca was actually playing volleyball or not is not the issue. Traces of the orca's saliva were found on the cloth that was underneath the crates. The important point is the orca is the only one who could have moved the items. I have to discredit that statement somehow. If I don't, it'd mean that Orla was the culprit, even if the victim died beside the pool. Hang on a second, sorry. Okay. At about 10 a.m., I was in the staff room. Are you sure about the time you were in the staff room? Wait a minute. What? Yeah, I'm sure. I'm pretty good with time. I've never been late to work once. If you're sure about the time, there's something wrong with that statement. I better take another look through the court record. I was going to say, as soon as I pressed it, I was like, God damn it.
Hold it!
Wrong button. Present.
Objection!
You say you're in the staff room, but is that really true? Of course it's true. Why would I lie about a thing like that? Mr. Rhymes, have you ever seen this calendar before? Hey, that's...
Gonna wraps.
I see you recognize it. Yeah, that's the Rightful Calendar. It's a big hit of the Shape Shape Aquarium gift shop. Thank you for shopping at Shape Shape.
Mr. Rhymes, please prepare for scattering fish around the witness stand.
Not to worry your boldness. Tarka will have them cleaned up in no time. Yes, that bird comes in handy now and then.
All right, Mr. Wright, we've seen all your cute souvenir. Now, if you wouldn't mind.
No, Your Honor, this isn't my calendar. It was originally the witness's, but it came into the possession of a certain young lady. What? Mr. Rhymes and this young lady first met each other in the food prep room. After a mishap, their calendars got switched around. They ran into each other at about 10 a.m. in the food prep room. So clearly, the witness was not in the staff room. In other words, there's no way he could have heard the noise in the pool room upstairs. Ah!
What's this? This is the first I'm hearing about any calendar.
That's because Mr. Ryan's pearls were keeping it a secret.
You lied to me! This transgression will not go unpunished. Har! So, Mr. Rhymes, you didn't hear the noise of the equipment falling after all, did you?
Okay, I admit it. I didn't hear the noise in the York pool room myself, but somebody told me about it.
Who told you about it?
It was... unless you tell the truth, Mr. Rhymes, I can't save Orla. I'm sure you know how sad that would make Miss Buckler. I heard about it from Sasha.
What? From Miss Buckler?
That doesn't make sense. What is going on here?
Now it's the trainer's own words that drive the orca into a corner. How'd you like being bitten by your own client, right, Dodo?
Certainly didn't see this coming.
What perfect timing. There was something I wanted to ask Miss Buckler about the orca.
I was gonna say...
The prosecution calls the trainer Miss Sasha Buckler to the stand. Yes, I suppose it would be a good idea to hear what the orca's trainer has to say.
I don't know what Sasha was gonna say, but I'll just have to meet her head on whatever it is.
We'll take a 20-minute recess while a witness is summoned.
To be continued. I think that's fair. I think that's a good place to save off, actually. But if you guys did enjoy this episode, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. It really, really does help. Click the bell icon down below to be notified when I live stream or upload a video. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!